This session is going to explain you what a pitch deck is for an entrepreneur, or what is marketing deck. We call it alternatively a marketing deck in entrepreneurship. We will understand and how important it is for any entrepreneur or for any startup to prepare the pitch deck and present himself. It is a tool, or it is a sort of marketing yourself in order to get investor for your business. So I will say that a pitch deck is a foundational component of entrepreneurial marketing, serving as a dynamic and concise presentation that encapsulates the essence of the business venture. So it is a visual roadmap carefully crafted in order to communicate key elements of the entrepreneurial idea, business model, and the market strategy to potential investors or stakeholders. So typically consisting of slides that highlight the problem the business addresses, the unique value proposition, market opportunities, revenue models, and financial projections. A pitch deck aims to, it aims to captivate the investors' attention and convey the venture's potential for success in the in a compelling manner. So the pitch deck acts as a very crucial tool during investors meeting or maybe presentations, guiding the entrepreneurs through a structured narrative that showcases their vision, strategy, and the market need their product. Market need their products or services fulfill. So it tells about the products, services, goods and services. It may be a goods or services. It tells about the problem that product is going to solve, etc. So beyond securing the financial backing, a well executed pitch deck, it also serves to build the credibility, facilitates understanding, and it differentiates the entrepreneurial venture in a competitive landscape, laying the foundation for successful market entry and growth. So it is, pitch deck is a sort of which the startups do before entering into the market, trying to convince the investor or other stakeholders who would be joining the business maybe. So how do we define pitch deck? Maybe we can say it is a presentation deck that you use to market your idea or your company to a variety of audience, which includes maybe the investors, the financiers, etc. So it is one of the most crucial component of constructing a good pitch deck, because it is like organizing according to the audience and the forum to which it will be presented. A pitch deck should comprise high level summary slides, the problems you are trying to solve, and the product. It should detail what the product is, the market strategies that you are going to adopt, maybe who will be your team or who will be working with you, the financial and other projections, and also the tone that you want to communicate. So securing money is a multi-step procedure. A decent informative pitch deck is the first step up the ladder. So you will want to pitch investors with an idea that piques their interest and encourages them to engage with you. What's included in the pitch deck presentation? That is, how do you present and what should be there? That is, the best pitch decks are the ones that are short and easy to follow. It should be crisp, brief, to the point. There are numerous viewpoints on the components of a pitch deck though, but I think when we look at other successful startup pitch decks, we find that most of them contained 10 important slides, and we should not presume that the deck we have created is suitable for all situation or all product. No, it has to be tailor made. So having said that, a solid pitch deck should go over each of the following, maybe these the topics that should be covered in your slides in order to influence your audience, are maybe something like this. So the first should be a high level summary slide. That is, these are the first one or two preliminary slides that should give a complete summary of the key points of your business from the following, from different on those slides. So maybe you can think of it as a high level teaser maybe. So these slides, they should be possessing the essence of your story, that is about your product and about your services, and include the things that you would want to convey if you were asked to, condense everything into one or two slides. Then what will you talk about? What will you say about your product or about your business? Next, the problem that you are solving. The other slide should be after first or second slide, you should be presenting your problem. That is, again, it will be depending upon your audience's expertise. They can be, they can be as brief as a couple of, perfunctory slides, or as lengthy as 3, 4 or more, maybe informative slides, because the goal here is to communicate the nature of the market opportunity that you want to you want to capture or you want to solve with your business or maybe the product, by highlighting what is broken or not working, and if it is possible to estimate the size of the market opportunity. So I think we can say that ideally these slides, they demonstrate to your audience that market participants, it demonstrate to your audience that the market participants are paying real money for flawed products that do not fully meet their demands. Now here you shouldn't forget that investors, they prefer larger markets that will allow a new entry in order to create a significant firm by addressing pain point and friction that are not sufficiently addressed by incumbent competitors, your other competitors, that those who are already existing. So the main takeaway from these slides should be that there is a real and hopefully significant market opportunity to sell into, and that current products on the market are on the market, they are inadequate and inferior to yours. So remember to think carefully about your market potential and the real and tangible pain issues you observe in the market. Next, what you have to talk about is your product. So now, hopefully, now that you have established challenges that your customers, or potential customers, they will encounter in the marketplace, the next few slides of your pitch deck should be, will be about you or your product maybe. So first and foremost, you want to convey your high-level answer to the unmet market expectations outlined in the preceding slides. What are you going to you are doing to capitalize on an unmet market channels, market demands, and in doing so maybe you will certainly want to focus on how your product are going to be differentiated, whether through your technology platform or maybe elsewhere. So the goal here is to persuade your audience, maybe your investor or financer, that you have a better mousetrap, we can say. So to do so, you must detail what you have done to improve the mouse catching techniques maybe. So in many ways, this is the meat of your presentation maybe. So these are the slides that will either entice or maybe deter your investors. So you have to prepare those slides. It should be compelling, it should be convincing also. So here, approach them with a critical eye. Question all of your all of your assumptions. Be cynical and Challenge yourself. Most crucial, maybe, conduct a beta test maybe on your positioning with the trustworthy friends and advisors. So make sure that they aren't spotting the gaps in your story. They are not spotting the flaws in your story or asking queries that you haven't addressed in these slides. So you should try to prevent these flaws, these gaps, so that it does not it is not asked by the investors or the stakeholders. Next, you will be, that is the marketing. You will talk about marketing or other strategies. So after impressing your audience with your product, now product and the business plan, now you should proactively develop a go to market strategy. Obviously, the extent of these slides may vary depending on your stage of development, but you should clearly illustrate that you have considered how to launch your product and grab the market share. Then you will talk about your team in the next slide. That is, if you haven't team, this is what investors are looking for. That is, what kind of team you will be working with. Are they reliable, are they dependable, are they efficient and competent? So they are investing in your team, the enthusiasm and their dedication. So you will need to introduce your team in a few slides in a way that not only showcases their strength, but also they make it clear that they are people who are dedicated to building something large and something strong, and there will be a pleasure to work with, and they will be together helping you to make profits. So they have to be defined, they have to be projected. After that, we have to go for financial projections, financial and other projections maybe. That is, it's a harsh truth that unless you are a later stage company, the numbers in your projection really matters. So here, but a big but, I think, that is creating a set of thoughtful estimates of for your business, both on the revenue and the cost side, will boost your credibility with the prospective investors, because they want to see these figures, they want to believe in these figures which you are going to present them here in this slide. So furthermore, these are the slides on which you may demonstrate your appreciation for the funds you are obtaining and how you intend to use it to its fulfill, in order to fulfill the crucial milestone for future fundraising maybe. So while your audience may believe that estimates are premature in assessing the business, they will value the fact that you understand the financial measures and how to operate as a how to operate a corporation. After explaining the financial, in a very, very maybe emphasizing way, your financial requirement, your financial projections, now we talk about the tone. That is the last thing you will want to consider when putting together your presentation, is the tone you want to communicate. Nothing is more important than setting the appropriate tone for your audience. Be innovative and avoid a boring, mind-numbing presentation, but constantly considering your audience and play to them. In the end, content reigns supreme, when it comes to decks. So, however, if you can, and some creativity and personality to quantify, uh, however, if you can add some creativity and personality to quality information, you will have a winning mix. So tone is very important. That is how you are going to negotiate, how you are going to convince with your presentation, that is pitch deck presentation, to the audience, who maybe they are the investors or other stakeholders. So once we understand that pitch deck is a sort of presenting your business, but then how is this pitch deck different from a business plan? Pitch deck and a business plan, they are both instrument, very important instruments for, for the startup, but they are different. They are not one and the same thing. Pitch deck, we can say it is a very concise presentation that provides your audience, often most potential investors, or maybe partners, or also maybe even sometimes customers, with it provides them with an outline of your business strategy. It is typically utilized during in-person, or online meetings, and should be interesting, should be very short, should be very crisp, and should be to the point. Whereas a business plan, on the other hand, it is a formal document outlining the techniques and strategies you intend to use to launch and expand your company. So it goes into detail about your business concept, extensive market study, organizational structure, cash flow estimates, etc., etc. So there is a big difference between the pitch deck presentation or pitch deck and a business plan. They are not similar things. They are not similar documents. Here are some successful pitch decks. Maybe we can give cases of Airbnb, Uber, Square, Buffer, LinkedIn. They started by pitch decking themselves in maybe 2000, around 2008, 2007. They are some of the successful cases that can be read in detail, that how they presented their pitch deck, and they showcase their market validation, the growth potential, and a very clear revenue model. They also, in their pitch decks, we find that they also highlighted the market opportunity, the competitive landscape, and what would be their expansion plan. So any deck is effectively communicated, they communicate the need for a simple, accessible mobile payment solution. So they showcase that what the market potential holds for their product, and they emphasize on the scalability of the business model. So these are some of the good examples which you can go into detail and understand that how they presented their pitch deck to be successful, and they are very successful. Really, they got investors and their other stakeholders who believed in their business, and they invested in their business. Now, today they are a successful story. Coming to talk about the importance of pitch deck. So it is, this is something, this is the first thing, pitch deck is the first thing that captures, the attention of the investors, the other stakeholders, and therefore let us understand that how we should be doing it, we should be presenting it or preparing it in a way, and how important it is. So first, the importance of a pitch deck in entrepreneurial marketing is, exemplified in its ability to capture the attention effectively. In a competitive business landscape where entrepreneurs, they often have limited time to make a lasting impression, a well-crafted pitch deck serves as a powerful tool for drawing the interest of potential investors or stakeholders. So the visual and second nature of the pitch deck, it allows the entrepreneurs to showcase the most critical aspect of their business ideas or venture in a very, very compelling way. So by presenting a captivating narrative supported by visuals and key data points, a pitch deck, it grabs the audience attention from the outset. So this initial engagement is very crucial because it sets the stage for the rest of the presentation, creating a very favorable environment for the entrepreneur to communicate the uniqueness of their proposition and generate interest in future exploration, further exploration, and or investment. We can say that the pitch deck, it serves as a gateway of meaningful conversations and opportunities, making the skillful art of capturing attention, an integral aspect of entrepreneurial marketing success. Next, it is important in, communicating the value proposition of the business. it is, particularly evident in its role in we can see that it communicates the value proposition of the business. The value proposition is a unique set of benefits that a product or service offers to its target audience, or setting it apart from competitors. So within a pitch deck, entrepreneurs have the opportunity to very concisely and persuasively articulate this value proposition very clearly, stating the problem their business is going to solve for the society, the problem, the solution that it will be providing, and the key benefits for the customer. So this section of the pitch deck is very crucial because it directly addresses the business matters and what it makes it compelling in the market. So by effectively communicating the value proposition, entrepreneurs, they can capture the attention of potential investors and stakeholders, conveying the significance of their offering and laying the foundation for a compelling narrative that resonates with the needs and desires of the target audience. So after that, we come to building credibility. That is, it is very important because a well-crafted, pitch deck serves as a visual representation of the entrepreneur's professionalism, strategic thinking, and understanding of their business. So it becomes a tangible demonstration of the entrepreneur's commitment to their venture. It showcases their meticulous research, market analysis, and a clear vision for success. So by presenting a coherent and a compelling story through the pitch deck, I think entrepreneurs, they instill confidence in potential investors or partners and stakeholders. So, credibility is actually further reinforced when the pitch deck effectively addresses key questions, the key concerns and potential challenges, which demonstrate a realistic awareness of the business landscape. So overall, the pitch deck acts as a credibility building tool, positioning the entrepreneur as a reliable and knowledgeable leader in their industry, and increasing the likelihood of attracting the support and resources which are required by them. Next is facilitating an understanding. It facilitates, the understanding that is within the entrepreneurial landscape where novel and complex ideas abound. A well-crafted pitch deck, it serves as a crucial tool for simplifying and conveying the intricate concepts. So by breaking down the business model, market strategy, and value proposition into digestible component, the pitch deck provides a very structured and I should say visually appealing framework. So they can leverage, visuals, data, and concise messaging in order to facilitate a clear understanding of their innovative ideas among potential investors. This clarity is very essential in a time constrained settings where the ability to articulate the business concept cohesively can make the difference between between capturing interest and being overlooked. So a pitch deck that effectively facilitates the understanding not only ensures that the audience comprehends the venture's unique selling points, but also instills, confidence in the entrepreneur's ability to navigate and succeed in the competitive market. Uh, Another one is, guiding the conversation. Guiding the conversation, actually it serves as a strategic tool for guiding the conversation during crucial meetings or presentations. Obviously, in a dynamic pitch, in a dynamic, pitch settings where the time is often very limited. It is a well structured pitch deck ensures that the entrepreneur can systematically, they can present the key information and address critical aspect of their businesses. So by providing a clear roadmap, the pitch deck assists in steering the conversation in the purposeful direction, meaningful direction, allowing the entrepreneur to articulate their vision, unique value propositions, and also market strategy with precision. So it acts as a comprehensive guide, helping the entrepreneurs stay focused on crucial points, respond to questions effectively, and engage their audience in a manner that maximizes the impact. So the organized flow of information within the pitch deck not only aids in conveying the business story coherently, but also enables the entrepreneurs to strategically influence the narrative and perception surrounding their venture, ultimately enhancing likelihood of securing support, investment, or partnership. The second last point, that is securing funding. So the significance, of a pitch deck is actually entrepreneurial marketing is, prominently highlighted in the context of securing funding, obviously, because it is all done for that only. A pivotal step in the growth and development of a startup. So the pitch deck serves as a comprehensive and visually appealing tool that encapsulates the essence of the entrepreneurial venture, presenting a compelling case to potential investors. So they effectively communicate the business idea, they market the opportunity, revenue model, and growth strategy, which is, a well crafted pitch deck always enhances the entrepreneur's ability to attract the financial support. So they do it in a very, very scientific way. And finally, adapting, to different audiences. That is, it is another, how, because all the stakeholders, the investors, they differ, they have different, capacity, different nature. So adapting to different audience is also very important, because they often, need to present their ideas to investors, partners, or maybe potential customers, each with distinct interest and concerns. So a well-crafted pitch deck always allows for customization, emphasizing aspects that resonate most with a particular group. So for investors, maybe it might highlight the market opportunity and revenue potential, while for maybe potential partners, they emphasize that what could be a collaborative opportunities. So adapting the pitch deck ensures that the entrepreneurial message is not one size fits one size fits all, but it is tailored to address, the specific needs and interest of each audience. This flexibility enhances the entrepreneur's ability to build relationship, secure funding, and foster strategic collaboration, thereby contributing, significantly to the success of the entrepreneurial venture. So I think this is all about the importance of pitch deck, which cannot be understated or overstated. So serving as a dynamic and strategic tool, a well crafted pitch deck plays a very important role in the success of a startup and emerging business. Its ability to succinctly communicate, is most important, to, communicate the value proposition, captivate the attention, and present key information effectively, positions entrepreneurs to secure crucial support from the investors, partners, and potential consumers and other stakeholders also. So it is a gateway, actually pitch deck is a gateway to funding, partnership, and business growth, and therefore it has to be, it is an integral component of entrepreneurial marketing. A compelling pitch deck empowers, visionaries to navigate the competitive landscape, differentiate their ventures, and propel them, their business towards success in dynamic and ever evolving business ecosystem. So that is all about pitch deck, and realizing the importance, we must prepare it accordingly. That is all about this session. Thank you so much.